Hey everybody, it's Monster back in with Opus Gaming here. I'm back today again with another one of Muachee's topping deck profiles, and today we're going to be chatting a little bit about ShineGreymon. We participated in this past weekend's Gencon events. This is going to be from the regional on, I believe it was Thursday?
Yes.
Okay, it was Thursday. But yeah, no, this is just going to be a ShineGreymon deck profile. We're going at the end of the video, we'll do all of the regular stuff, getting into the channel updates and talking more about the meta, but we're just going to jump straight into this deck profile, this ShineGreymon deck, and Muachee, you can take it off. How'd you do in the tournament?
I did pretty well for my first time playing Shine. I got 23rd place with it. I was really surprised. I really picked this deck up last minute.
That's funny. That's super funny. What'd you choose for your egg choice?
So my egg choice, I chose the 4 Coromon, the draw 1. I decided to run the red package.
How was the red package compared to, because I know some people like I think it's a yellow Coromon maybe, that does -1k as well.
Yeah. I mean, I like the red package because I can, because I really like the draw 1 instead of the -1, because the deck, in my opinion, is more brickier.
Yep. No, that totally makes sense, and I hear that quite a bit from some ShineGreymon players, so I can see that helping out a bit.
Yeah, and then for my rookie lineup, I think the standard was the 4 Agumon, the Searcher, and I decided to go, since we had the red egg, that we used the red Agu X for that additional search, because I think you really need to add your pieces.
I agree.
Yeah, and then I chose the draw 1 Coromon and 2 of the EX4 Agumon.
Oh wow, yeah, so just all Agumons, just the whole family. Did you play like any Solarmons for the Royal Knights matchup, or did you consider playing any cards like that?
I consider playing Solomon, for the Royal Knight matchup, but I felt like it ruined the consistency of the deck, because you want to evolve to Geo for 2, or have an Agumon out so your Marcus forecast could come out. That is why I decided to go red and not play the yellow Kodomon, the one that searches tamers, because I don't like the inconsistency of it.
Okay. I was wondering about that actually, so awesome. That does look like a very consistent just Agumon lineup, right? You play 4 of all of the important ones, then you have your last 2 that are there as tech pieces.
Yeah, for me, I like the EX4 Agumon because you really need to draw, because the moment you bring your stack out and it dies, you have to rebuild that quickly, and the draw 1 help you unbreak.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Alright. And then for my level 4 lineup, I think we got the new Geo Gray. This card is really broken. Taking Tamer Insecurity, that is really strong.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And then you recover after, so it's not even like a neg.
Yes. And then Herbal is just a bonus. Delete 3k. That's just really a big bonus.
Nice, yeah.
And then I play the old Geo Gray, the one plays for Marcus. I know this one isn't really that good, but I like it because of that Herbal, -2k. That's why I mostly play it for.
That makes sense for sure.
And yeah, and then I think my real level 4 is the 1 EX4 Geo and the 1 Hybrid, because I'm always a fan of hybrids.
Oh, you're only playing one of the EX4 Greymon. How come for the last 2 slots, why are you playing one of each of those?
So, in my opinion, I felt like the Hybrid always comes up. In my tournament, I think it only came up once. So, in my opinion, I'm always a Hybrid believer, but if you don't like hybrids, you could always just take this out and just put like another Geo Gray, which is totally fine.
Definitely. Okay. Yeah. Sweet.
Okay, and for my level 5s, we had the best 5, the Rise Greymon. Plays the Marcus. Pretty good.
That card is a menace. That card is very, very strong.
Oh yeah, it's really strong. It combos up well with the new Geo Gray. So when you play Marcus from security, you minus 3k, and the Geo Gray deletes 3,000 lives. So you kill 6,000 lives.
Okay.
And then we have the 3 Rise from BT13 and the 1 Rise X.
Nice. How was the finishing Rise Greymon lineup for you? Was 3 enough of that Rise Greymon? Yes,
3 is enough. I think you should have around 8. Rise X, sometimes it comes up where I need to play another Marcus, the memory tamer, so I can gain a memory, minus 3k. I think you had to play Rise Greymon. I think at least 3 of this, because there's so many scenarios in where you have the memory tamer Marcus, the forecast Marcus, but you have a level 4. So when you pay 1 memory to make Marcus a Digimon, you will always be at 2 memories. So you need to evolve for cheap, which he will. He evolves basically for 2.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
And then for my level 6 lineup, I played 3 of the BT12 Shine and 2 of the new Shine.
So are those the only level 6s you're playing? 5 of them?
Yeah, I think 5 is enough because you saw how much drop power I have. I have the Agumon, the Agu X, and then the EX4 to gain the additional draw 1. I don't really like the new ShineGreymon, but it does come out where you need to have the extra Marcus as an attacker.
Yeah, okay. But did you feel like it got there between the two of them?
Yes, I think I got there. Because the only problem I have with Shine is if you don't have the Tamer, the Shine himself does nothing. He's just a vanilla, which is why I say he isn't the most important card of the deck.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the level 7 lineup, I played 3 7s, 2 burst mode, and 1 rune mode.
Oh, you do play the 1 rune mode. How come you're playing 2-1 split?
So I originally was playing 3 burst mode because I was like, oh, the deck is aggro. You don't care. You want to see it as soon as possible. But I started to realize you won't always get the perfect hand. You won't always OTK them that quickly. This rune mode helps you against a lot of matchups. Like this helps against the Bloom Alert, kill all the 5Ks, and this card wins you the match, the mirror match. Because the moment you have it out, they can't bring up Marcus, and that stalls 2 turns.
That's very true. Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, I know this card is pricey, so if you really can't get this card, 3 burst mode is also fine too. This one really helps against the mirror match.
For sure. I think having the toolboxy option is really, really nice. And I think that rune mode is pretty crazy level 7, being able to just knock the board super hard. Like you're saying, on those turns where you don't have everything that you need to close the game out, you can kind of just pivot into ending on a rune mode and just be like, all right, well, my opponent can't punch me back on the next turn, so I still get another turn to find what I need.
Yeah. In worst case, the Agu X can take this, the Agumon could take this. I think worst case, if I don't see this is totally fine, because this is just a toolbox.
Yeah, definitely.
And then I play 4 at each of the Marcus. In my opinion, you had to max it out. You had to see the Marcus.
For sure, that's very true. Do you play any other Marcus cards?
No, I don't, because there's only one other Marcus, which is a memory tamer. But I think this one just better. It's a memory tamer, minus 3,000, gain a memory.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I agree. I think that one's fantastic for sure.
And then for my last thing, I play 2 memory boosts. I play for more consistency. I know you can't add the real mode, but in my opinion, if you play a memory boost, you're not looking for the 7. You're probably breaking. So I think the memory boost is fine. I don't play removals because, like I said, this deck is OTK, is aggro. You just hit fast.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I think that going for the consistency is really nice there. When you were showing the Marcuses, I didn't realize that was going to be your entire Tamer lineup. Was there any point in the tournament, because I just know I've seen Ty and Kari, especially in a lot of lists, did you ever want like any additional Tamers, or did you ever need like an additional way to get memory? Do you feel like your Tamer lineup at 8 Tamers was consistent enough?
I think that 8 Tamer was consistent enough because I think the only time you want to see is just Marcus, because it synergizes with your deck. Yep. And you can only search Marcus. And the extra memory is nice for like Ty and Kari, but like I said, you don't really need the extra memory because the 4-cost Marcus lets you evolve for free. So that's already the cheapest you can get for free.
Yep, that's very true. Okay. And wrapping up the deck profile portion of the video, you guys already know we're on our way to 1,000 subscribers, so if you're not subbed, drop a sub down below. But talking a little bit about Gencon, because that's something I'm really, really interested in. What were some of your matchups, if you remember what the general fields looked like?
So much general matchup, I face a lot of blue flare. I at least face 3 blue flares. Against the blue flare matchup, the room mode wins you the matchup. The moment you go for room mode, they can't bring them out. And you use it fed twice in 1 turn, they can't play Metal Greymon, so they can't really do anything. Then I went against Lillithmon. I think that one was pretty easy, because this is like a really meta deck. I didn't lose the mirror match because in the mirror match is literally who sees everything first. My opponent saw everything before I did. He saw the Marcus, Align, and Burst mode. Like, those are nothing I can do about that.
No, for sure, for sure. Especially if you can't get like something out to try to like if you don't get a rune mode out before they do all that, yeah, you don't really have any responses in security. So
Yeah, and then I went against we'll see, Bloomlord, and like I said, the rune mode came in clutch. You know, minus 5k, it basically almost board wiped them.
definitely, no, that card is so kneecapping against Blue Lauren, so
Yeah.
that's sweet.
Oh yeah, I love that card.
No, absolutely. What are your thoughts on the deck into the general meta? Did you enjoy piloting it?
So,
And you
I
can
think
be
the deck
honest.
oh yeah. Okay, I'll be honest. I didn't really like it.
Mm.
I think the deck is too fragile. Like, if you get the OTK correctly, yes, great. But like most of the time, you do not get the OTK
Okay.
because you're looking for the 5 cost Marcus, the 4 cost Marcus, the whole line, and you need to have the correct ShineGreymon, which is this guy, because he gives them double attack. If you're missing like at least one piece, the whole combo falls apart.
Okay.
I think the reward is really great, but like there's so much risk. There's so much things that could go wrong. I actually, since it's my first time playing it, I didn't like playing it no more.
Yeah, for sure. Are you gonna put the deck down for the format, you think?
Yeah, I did put the deck down for the format. I
No.
think what the deck needed was like the training memory, the training cards.
Oh, okay. Okay. Just a little bit more consistency, huh?
Yeah, because the problem is, yeah, you see, you know, like I know Argo X can't add the Marcus tamers, but the problem is, like, you know, you need to find a consistent way to get the tamers out. Kudomon is good, but like he's yellow and he is not an Argo.
Yeah, that's very true. With the training cards, do they let you add tamers as well?
Yes, the training
Oh.
card says you can take any red card, so and that helps a lot.
Yeah, that's actually insane. That's super
Yeah.
crazy.
I think that's the difference between our meta and the Japan meta. Japan meta, they have the training cards. We don't.
Yeah, that would be insane consistency if you were able to just search top however many cards and just grab a Marcus not whenever you needed to, but like just way more consistently, right? I'm sure we would see more rise in like the training card slots, probably taking the slots of the memory boost and stuff like that. But one thing I did want to ask you about, because because I played in Gencon as well with you guys, and one thing I saw a lot of Shine players playing was the ACOT option that lets you play a Marcus from hand and then also minus 12k on something or something like that. What are your thoughts on that card? Because I know that people kind of tech it in. You do sometimes need a security bomb in some situations. Do you think that would help at all with the fragility that we were talking about that ShineGreymon has?
In my opinion, I'm not a big fan of it just because it does minus 12. And if you have a Marcus, that's great. But the problem is, I think I don't really like the removal option. I think you're better off with Gaia Force or something.
If you work it partially red. Yeah.
But the thing is, I think if you go for removal, it slows you down a lot. Because if you saw my deck list, the only removal I already have will probably be the Rise Grey X and the ShineGreymon. That's literally it. Maybe the mirror mode, but like, because the thing is, the deck is good because it is really aggro. It goes really fast.
Yeah, it does go very, very fast. Yeah, you can set up just so many attackers that you don't really care too much about. So, no, that's pretty sweet. And the last question I have for you is, looking back at the tournament, I know that you said that you're going to put the deck down and not play it, but from your experience, when you were playing through the event, were there any cards that you kind of wish that you had in your deck list, or is there anything that you would change for your deck list specifically that kind of just hit you at the end of the event, like from your interactions?
So I guess the one problem I had that I saw with Shine was, you know, obviously since I don't have to remove option card, there's not much way to remove cards. So I think the problem was I couldn't remove bodies because all my removals like Shine or Rise X, it depended on how many tamers I have. And the thing is, what if you don't have that many tamers?
Yeah, that's true. Very, very true. No, that makes a lot of sense. And I think that, there's a lot to be said about how fragile ShineGreymon is, but kind of how that balances out where it stands in the meta, right? Because it does kind of have, its own issues, right? Some of it being consistency, some of it being fragility, but it does have just a very strong pop off. And I think that that's the thing that is really the big note of the deck. But all right, you guys, this is me, the end of the deck profile. Congratulations, Muachee. How did you end up doing and placing in the event?
Oh, so I got 23rd place for the tournament. I was surprised.
No, that's fantastic. Congratulations on your top 32 finish, man.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, of course. And this is gonna be Jamonster with Opus Gaming. You guys were out. Take care.